Okay, peace to the people. Peace, what's up? So I'm going live on this joint regular, seeing how it works out. See if it y'all can hear me clear and everything flows pretty much. Now I tried broadcasting using the OBS and it was kind of lagging a little bit. So I'm gonna just work with that. Okay. I'm gonna work with that until I get it. Bear with me. So shout out to you if you're gonna come in. Let me see if I can all right, if I can put something in the comment section. Peace. Son, why are you coming down here playing? You know I'm on live feed. You know that's a no. No, if you playing hide and seek, figure that out somewhere else. Figure it out somewhere else. That means go. Yo, my man. Yo, go ahead. Go ahead. Yo, question. If I'm down here doing what I'm doing and I'm on live feed, hold up, it ain't no that nothing. Why are y'all playing hide and go seek in the house, period? Anyway.
Dad, I just got a McChicken. I took 2 bites of it.
I don't care what you was doing.
It's not going.
Yo, get out of here.
There's no bread. All it is McChicken. Huh?
Where you go put a battery in my phone and bring it back. What up? All right, what up? I'm in here. Hopefully I can put this together. Let me get some people in here. See if we can do this. We can do this officially. All right, yeah. Yeah. Wow, all right, that's hot. I can flow with that. I can flow with that a little bit. Where y'all in here and I can just kind of relax. That'd be hot too. Let me see if I can do some shares and I can get some people in here and they can help me out with this build. Now, for as the mic, for as the sounds, I'm gonna have to get the sounds popping. But otherwise than that, long as it kind of looks kind of shady a little bit. I don't know if it's the lighting or what. Like I said, we testing a new computer. Y'all here with me. So y'all here rocking out with me. We making it happen. All right. So let me see if I can hit this with a share and then ooh, this is hot. If I could do this like this without stressing and then have it record, oh my God. That'll help me articulate the information even better too. For real. That would definitely help me articulate it. So let me do some invites real quick, see if I can get a couple people in here, get them to wake up. I'm gonna do an early build on this Wraith situation. How about that? I'm gonna just warm it up. See if I can warm up the build and make it flow. All right. Shout out to anybody that's going to come in the building. Let me know somebody else existing on the planet besides myself. I didn't do no invites, so bear with me. I'm working on the invites right now. I can start on the build, or more or less, I can just cut this video up and cut this out of here. So either way, if you come in the building, let me know. Put something in the comment section. All right. Shout out to everybody also that supports the movement. So it's definitely been a challenge. That's all I can say. With everything that's going on, it's been a super challenge. See if I can play this beat. It sounds pretty decent. See if we can make that happen. I don't know if it'll play. Still do this at the same time. Hopefully it'll rock out. It won't knock y'all out. Yeah. I gotta set it up like that. I gotta flow with it. So we play that music and flow at the moment. What's up? If you in here, put something in the comment section, please. This is a new computer right here, so I'm just setting it up. All right. Hopefully, it will allow me to actually broadcast a little bit better. All right. I didn't do no invites off the bat, so I'm gonna just start the invites right now. I know it's kind of unexpected. Around 7 o'clock, they're like, Lamel, you going in early? You going in early? Man, come on, man. Let's just flow with it. So shout out to everybody. See if they'll let me do this the way I want to do it. Oh yeah, okay. All right, let me see. Yeah. All right, now I can see I can do this. This is hot. So y'all know today is the root or the wraith of the matter. We're gonna get down to the root or the wraith of the matter. I'll give y'all a little warm-up build on it. I definitely gotta write the destiny down, the spiritual application for it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put that in the next build. Hopefully I can get some people in here, man. We can rock out a little bit. We can have a little small build. We can warm up the build for later. So what's up to the people? Y'all alright? Y'all in here? Come on, man. Y'all alive? I don't see nothing in the comment section, so I don't know if somebody's in here. if I can put this together. What's up, Nika? Okay, all right, she vibrating. Thank God she vibrating. I needed that. Come on, so give me a question, Miss Nika. Since you ain't here, give me a question. What's up, Linnell? Lamille? Okay, we got people coming in. Michelle coming in. What's up, Carolina? I needed that. I'm doing my best to set up this technology. All right? I'm doing my best to set up this technology. All right? So, wow. So today is the day of the wraith. All right? For the people that's going to come in the session, today is the day of the wraith. Now I'm going to do this. This is going to be one of those days where I go all night long. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I go all night long. All right? Vibes speaking louder now. Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. Y'all can hear me. So, today is actually the day of the wraith. All right, the 18th. Okay, it can be considered the root or the wraith. All right, the symbol for this is right here. This is the symbol for it. That's what it looks like. That's an R in the Codex. Now it looks like a two bridges on it, which are two cross, a double cross, literally. There's a reason why it's a double cross on there. There's a reason why it's a double cross, and why it's all connected. Okay, this was connected with the wraith. I'm gonna warm y'all up to the subject of the wraith. The wraith is the most importantest thing that y'all should ever know about anything to prepare y'all for a war that's going to take place. Okay? That's the only thing I can tell y'all. Now, after you go to the scientists, it's one thing that you got to run into after the scientists, and that's the wraith. Okay? It's the root or the wraith. Okay? Now, this is in connection with when God created the universe. All right? God had literally two types of people. God had the root and God had the wraith. It's literally two types of people that God created. God created a force that literally gives life and a force that sucks life. All right? In a certain type of way. Now you can attribute this to God, or you can contribute this to the universe. However you want to apply it. You know, I'm just keeping it simple for y'all. All right? So it was extreme love and extreme hate. They met up, boom, and it created an explosion. And the extreme love went this way, and extreme hate went this way. All right. But either way, they was all a combination of love. All right. Now, one was a reflection of the father or the mother, which was extreme love, and the other one was a reflection of the father and the mother, but a part of the father and the mother that the father and mother literally didn't like. So it was a way that it got rid of itself. It was like kind of it's like the shell, like it's nothing above the shell, but it's a way that a caterpillar came out of the shell, and when it came out of the shell, it actually gave birth to another being and passed that force off that was part of itself. All right, that's how it really went. So as the shell basically, evolved, the shell kept on going into other shells. And as the shell spread its shell like a caterpillar, it was leaving other parts of itself in the universe. All right. And this in the worst part of himself or herself literally became the wraith. It literally became the wraith. All right. Because energy is one thing I need to tell y'all about energy. You literally can't destroy it. It just is, man. But anytime you correct yourself in a certain type of way, you correct yourself in a certain type of way, you actually create a time remnant, like a time remnant. Like you start off from scratch. Like you start before you start. You start before you stop. Or you come to the spot before you started. So you doing a time remnant thing. You know what I'm saying? Where you going back to the future or back to the past, to the future, and to the now. All right. So that's why you spread off a part of yourself. It was a shell, a part of yourself that you spread off like a caterpillar. You came out like a caterpillar, literally the 28. That was the 28, the 4 sevens, the 2 8s, the 2 8s. This is the 2 8s, which is the 28, which is the phoenix bird, which is this is the codex. This is the symbol for the codex. All right. That was the phoenix bird that made you come out, that come out of the shell. All right, that was the 2 8s. Remember this in the codex: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this was the 2 8s. That was the 2 8s. That was the eyes. That was you and her, she and L. The two eyes that came together. The shell, the big-headed scientist, in a sort of way that was just one. The 2 8s coming together. There's the 28, but that's really, you see it as 2 8s in the codex to open your hands, but it's really 4 7s, which is the cross. All right, it's the cross. So it's all in connection. It's all in connection. So now you got the wraith. Now what happened is with the wraith is, like I said, God put away these forces for a certain reason. Like God got torturous angels that really just don't give a hell damn about anything. Because when you praying to God and you say, God, do this for me, and then God fulfill it, and then you don't fulfill a promise that you gave to God or that you gave to that force inside of you in some sort of way, it's a debt to pay. It's sort of like a debt to pay. So guess what God sends? God sends the wraith, because the wraith don't care about you. The wraith, God cares about you, but the thing about it is you don't care about God. So God sends out the wraith. And the thing about it is God gives the wraith a chance for redemption. It's not the fact that God lets out the wraith on the world to destroy the world or captivate the world in a certain sort of way. God sends these forces out more or less to give them a chance. Now He gives the wraith a chance, literally. Do you want to save a life, or do you want to like stave a life? Do you want to save a life, or you want to kill a life? Literally. So a lot of the wraith choose to rape a life. They choose to destroy a life when God lets them out of the hell. God lets them out of hell. So God puts them right back in the hell that He took them out of. And the tricknology was they thought everything was all good. Yeah, God is good all the time. Trust me, 747. What's up? What's up to everybody that's coming in the building? So it's all in connection. This is all in connection to the wraith and how this is going to come with the wraith. Because let me tell you something. After you went to the scientist, what you need to realize is you have to make a pact. I told you had to go to the Merovingian. You had to go to the Merovingian because the scientist takes you to the Merovingian. This is yeah, the wraith. The WR, put it with a W, the wraith, the life suckers. The life suckers, the wraith, the wrath. They say the wrath or the wraith, the same thing. All right. So now, yeah, the wraith. They're the wraith. They're a class of devils. They're a class of what you call consider to be devil. But the devil is not your enemy. It's a greater devil. Trust me. It's a greater devil than what you can imagine. And it's not 666. The number's not 666 no more. All right. It's a whole nother number, and it's the wraith. Now, you're going to say, well, where does the wraith come in this? Because you got to think about this, man. Everybody wants to survive and live in some sort of way. All right. So it was a pact that had to be made. It was a pact that had to be made with humanity in a certain sort of way for the wraith to live alongside of humanity. Now you say, how can a fuck bloodsuckers? They're not bloodsuckers. See, because the first class of wraith was the Dracos, was the Dracula. the one that sucked blood. Remember I told you the one that took the red pill, right? That was the first class of wraith. But the Dracula learned how to live amongst humans in a civilized way. The Draculas, the Draconians, they learned how to live amongst humans in a certain sort of way. So they mixed in with humans. All right. They mixed in with a certain sort of class of humans. All right. These are the Draconians. All right. They were your first wraith in a sense. All right. Then you had another class that came from the Draconians that were another class that were a different class. They were way worse class than anything. They were a degenerate class unlike no other. Look, let me explain it like this. Let me explain it like this. Right? During the 80s, see, it was always experiments done on us. All right. All right. During the 80s, one of the experiments that was done on us, it was crack. If y'all don't know, it was crack. That was one of the major experiments that was done on all of us. It was crack to see how we would react to it in some sort of way. All right, crack. Now it was a pact that was going to be made between what you call God's son, both of them God's son. Whether you call it's a bad God's son, a pretty God's son, and an ugly God's son. They was all both God's son. But one of them was considered to be the wraith, and the other one was considered to be Adam. All right? Or what you call your humans in a certain sort of way. Okay? But it was a certain sort of class that were also God's children too, which were the wraith. So it was a way that the wraith learned how to breed with humans in a certain sort of way. You say, how is that? Because they introduced crack and they introduced meth. All right, they introduced meth to humanity, and you say, well, how did this really fucked us up? It really messed us up, but it really it mutated us. All right, crack mutated everybody. Crack, meth, all that shit. It mutated people. All right. We said, thank you. We're gonna send out some prayers to the brother. All right, God bless him. But when they introduced these drugs, what I'm trying to tell you, it was a gateway, not like a gateway how you think. It was a gateway to the Stargate. It was literally a gateway to the Stargate. You say, really? Because the wraith, their drugs of choice is not the drug of choice that you think. Like a regular wraith drug was marijuana in a sense, or not in a sense, but tobacco was the wraith twin to marijuana. All right. That was the wraith twin to marijuana. Like plants always grew like that in a sense, where they grew up together. It was a Merovingian. All right. So the wraith plants always killed out other plants in a certain sort of way when they lived amongst them. That's why it was so hard for the wraith to live. But it was always a noble class of every species. It was always a noble class, no matter what. It was always a noble class. So when we talk about the wraith, in a sense, in the 80s, babies, how this come in, because what happens is the wraith, they don't have no life of their own in a sense. So they have to drain life. They have to drain life by touching people, by shit that happens that you think is bad luck that happened to you. No, a lot of time it's a wraith that touches you, and they take away your destiny in a certain sort of way and program it to their reality so they can live. All right. And this is why I want to let you know, because everything is a symbiote. When I broke down the symbiote of the mind, and I broke down the component of the mind and how it operates like a computer, some of y'all are missing biochips in your brain. You're missing biochips to make your brain operate in a certain sort of way to heal you. So what happens is somebody, or you do have those chips. So somebody can actually touch you and take those chips from you, and you wonder why you got a cancer. You get a cancer. All right. So this is all in connection. This is all in connection with the wraith. This is how they assimilated on the planet Earth and they was able to live. They give y'all cancer. All right. All types of cancers that y'all think out of nowhere, a wraith touched you in some sort of way and took that power from you. For anybody that got cancer, I want to tell you, because Your mind operates, it's nothing that you can't heal yourself from. So your mind operates in a certain sort of way to heal you and and either to heal you or to kill you. So people can touch you in a certain sort of way and actually put you in a realm where as though you deleted. All right. And this was all part of the rape. This was all part of the break. Yes, ecstasy, they introduced ecstasy, all types of stuff, man, that they introduced, to us that took us off the path. It literally took us off the path, which was Patal. That was Patal, which is Pleiades. Ptolemy, which is Pleiades. That's Patal with the 7 ladies. All right. And that's not saying whatever, but it's talking about what you would consider be the 7 planes of existence. All right. So the wraith is real significant to all this. The wraith, it was a noble class of wraith, as well as there was a killer class of wraith. All right. This is all over the world. Now, when the crack era came in, you had crack babies. Yeah, they literally slipped through the cracks. Now you say, how the hell can these crack babies still live in a certain sort of way? Look, when people were getting high on crack, they changed the energy of a child. This is why I want to let you know. When a woman was getting high on crack and then she gave birth to a crack baby or on drugs, she changed the energy or the polarity of the child. All right. This was a way to mutate the child with crack. Think about all the children of today. What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? You said, man, they raised by them 80s babies. You said, man, these children of today are raised by 80s babies. You right. Those that slip through the crack, the wraith. So the wraith would actually create this so many things in reference to kill y'all all, to kill you all, and to only make the chosen few survive. All right, to make all the chosen few survive. So I need y'all to know how important your life is at this point. This is for the future. What we doing is not just for us right now. What we doing is for the future, man. What we doing is for the future. If we don't get that, we not going to know it. We really not going to know it. That everything is just what we doing is for the future, man. It's like the 12 Monkeys movie. I can explain it like that. We leaving literally breadcrumbs for ourselves in the future because they're going to download all of our shit. They're going to download all of our. You wonder where your brain go, where all your brain fluid and all that shit go. When you transition, your peoples, where are they taking all their organs at? That's a question that you got to ask yourself. Are you an organ donator? Yeah, I'm an organ donator to my people. I'm not giving my organs to nobody. Fuck what you heard. I'm not giving my organs up to none of y'all. Except for you part of my family. I'm O negative. I can give my blood to anybody. So of course they gonna simulate LaMelle. Of course they gonna take my ass out there and make me a Wolverine. Trust me on that. So hell no. My blood goes to my people. My blood goes to my people, y'all. I came on here early a little bit, and I'm gonna put something. I'm gonna go hard on 9/11/18. This is going to be an exclusive day. This day is going to be exclusive. It's like one of them 48-hour events. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, 72 hours. I've been going hard on live feed, pulling all nighters, going hard. Y'all here with me. Y'all getting revelations, man. If anybody don't know that by now, you getting revelations. Go check in the other videos. Go check in the other videos what's been going on. All right. So today is the double R, which is the root or the wraith. That's the scariest thing about today, man. The wraith. The wraith. I broke it down like this. I said you had a class of what you call seraphim and cherubim. Okay, so you had the seraphim, which was basically the fiery serpent, or really it's the noble dragon. That's what it is, the noble dragon. Okay, that's what the seraphim is. All right. So you had the class of seraphim that was different. It was a different type of seraphim. All right. It was a seraphim that was the fierce dragons. They was the fierce dragons. They wasn't the noble dragons. They were the fierce dragons. You know what I'm saying? And their fangs, their fangs came out. So that's what it was all about with that. He said, oh man, it really connected up in a certain sort of way. Yeah, the fierce dragons, those they came because if you do the math on here, like I told you, you had healers and you had killers. You had healers and you had killers. Now it goes on the meat weight. It's measured by the meat weight, the healers and the killers, because the healers came down with the 19 right here. The 19 right here. They came down right here. So then you had the killers that came down with the guns right here, pointing them at you. Bow, bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was really all about in reference to that, because that's why I gave you the Codex on the hand. Nobody ever gave y'all the Codex on the hand. And y'all saw these things from Hawaii to wherever, to Africa. Y'all saw this image. Y'all saw, whoa, that's the number 7. No, it's the number 19. It's the number 19. That's the noble fingers, the two noble fingers, two coming as a pair. Yeah, it's the number 19, Miss Queen Lisa. Real talk. So then you got boom, you got the 16. Yeah, boom. That's the surgeon, the laser coming down with the laser, the ones shooting with the guns. Bow, 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 bow. All right. But they was protecting with the guns too. It was ones that protected with the guns too. So it was like a double cross too. So it was like two coming as a pair. But then you had one that just said, man, you know what? We just gonna bust our trigger. Bow, 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 bow. We gonna kill everybody. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, bow. Oh man, bow, bow, bow. That's what these dudes were. They were the wraith. This is the symbol of the wraith. This has always been the symbol of the wraith. You know why it's the symbol of the wraith? Because they suck your blood, they suck your energy. It's like they suck your energy. When you look at it, it's like a needle that sucks your energy, because they know the power of this finger. This is the deadliest finger that you got. They said the hell with this finger. This is the deadliest finger that you got. So they utilize this finger to suck the energy out of you. Like, dang. You feel me? So that was the wraith. That's how they do it in a certain sort of way. That's why I told you it's all martial arts in this shit too. It don't have nothing to do, like it gets religious, but it gets real martial arts in it too. Like, oh my God, no wonder, no wonder. Oh, no wonder. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, no wonder. Oh my God. Yeah. So the wraith, this was always their sign, and their children always put the sign up. Their children always been born to put up that sign. Trust me on that. So they'll know their bloodline. That's why I said the children of our ancestors, the Dawala, always would know our sign also. We will always know our signs through the hands, because the hands, we knew God. That's the only way we can literally unlock it, is through the 10 command keys. It's through the 10 command keys. That's the only way we can unlock it, through the 10 command keys. If you want to be real, that's the only thing that we just knew. We can just unlock it with the 10 command keys. So no matter how much you try to put us to sleep, because the wraith was putting you to sleep, because the wraith utilized you as an energy source. People think you got to be plugged the fuck in, right, to be part of a grid where somebody is biologically sucking your energy. You don't got, thank you, Sister Cherie. Yo, you don't gotta be, it's proven. I'm gonna show y'all on here. Let me see if I can look this up on my computers. That's hot. Watch this. Um, remote control device that can power energy or recharge your battery. Something like that. They got shit like that. I'm just looking it up. Just looked it up right here on my computer, just popping up. You know what I'm saying? So if they got these type of devices that's remote control that can suck your energy or that can suck or give out energy, they got remote control devices that can suck your energy. That's why I told you it was all about the radiation. Yakub wasn't all about taking the blackness out of people. Yakub was about taking the radiation out of people, man. People say it's blackness because you can't see the shit. It's a light that you can't see. The radiation you can't see. So that's why Yakub came, who was the big-headed scientist, who literally died of brain cancer because he took all the poison out of the people. And he was a wraith within himself. He was a wraith in a certain sort of way. So you had healers and you had killers, man. It's our cell phones. Yeah. The cell phone's the black hand me with. We gonna need the cell phone at the end of the day. In some sort of way, our cell phones are going to be our cell phones. Our cell phones is going to be our cell phones, really like our cells. Like our cells. That's going to be your cell phone because what contrary to your opinion, you know what they try to make y'all do? Damn, my son's got my cell phone, man. Hey, yo, Domingo, where my cell phone, man? Yo, look, this is what they did to y'all with the cell phones. They kept on telling y'all asses to take the cell phones away from your head. So you start doing it in a speaker, right? You start doing it on a speakerphone. I'm gonna tell y'all something deep about it that'll mess your brains up. That'll just mess your head up on a certain type of way. Because if you think about it, if you held the cell phone to your head, guess what you gonna do? If something don't kill you, what it's gonna do? Make you stronger. So naturally, you was tapping into these parts of your brain. These parts of your brain, this different parts of your brain right here. These are nerves that you connect to connect with telepathy. For real, for real. After evolution, after a certain amount of years, guess what happens? You begin to have these nerves twitching in a certain sort of way. So you damn right you'll have telepathy naturally because you'll adapt to the joint. Now I bet you when y'all touch yourself right here, if y'all took the time and a second and touch yourself right here in these nerves, touch your jugular vein right here, this vein right here, touch that vein right here, this right here, and then go look at what designation your brain operates with these parts of your brain, now you're going to know where I'm coming from. You literally going, and then after you don't touch it no more, you're going to be like, oh, Lamel, I just felt that. I just felt that. Something happened. I just touched some nerves. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I just got on your nerves real quick. I just got on your nerves real quick, literally. Guarantee you touch yourself right there, you're going to feel something different. You'll say, damn, oh my God, you right. Hold it there for a couple seconds. You're going to be like, and begin to talk or begin to vibrate. You're going to be like, oh man, you right. So the cell phone, they really had us remove the cell phone from us like that because they already know that you were starting to vibrate with the frequency of the cell phone. Facts. They already knew that. They knew you was coming in like that. You get what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. If I'm vibrating next to you, I'm warm, right? If I'm warm and I'm holding you, I'm gonna make you warmer. All right, that means I'm vibrating at a certain density level, so you not vibrating as fast as me. So when I hold you, I make you warmer. But it's the same thing for the cell phone because you're not vibrating at the density level that it's resonating on to transmit these frequencies, but you truly are, but consciously you're not really doing it. So when you have it around you all the time, it begins to become part of you. All right. You begin to adapt to the rhythm. Rhythm compensates. All right. So that's the same thing that happened with the cell phone. Eh? And when you lose your cell phone, you feel like you lose a part of yourself now. You say, damn, what's up, my king? I see you in here, brother D. You know, when you lose your cell phone, it always seems like you lose a part of yourself now. You say, well, why is that? Because the cell phone literally has become part of it. It has become part of your technology in some certain sort of way. We born in an age where as though to not have a cell phone is irrelevant. That makes you irrelevant. So yeah, you was developing telepathy and so on so many ways, on so many accounts, you was developing telepathy. All right. And that cell phone was a way to tap into yourself. But like I said, man, when you get that's the thing about the wraith. I told you, man, everybody goes to the wraith, which is the Merovingian. You make a marriage with the wraith after you go to the scientist. Now the wraith is basically they the ultimate tricksters. I'm gonna tell you why they the ultimate tricksters as the wraith. Because the wraith was really it's legends of the wraith. I'm gonna tell you one legend of the wraith, one that y'all know. So y'all know this being, all right. Molech. Molech. Look this up. Look this up. This is deep. Molech, the wraith. That is the series. That's the most dangerous wraith ever. The most dangerous wraith ever. Molech. God said, "Don't give your children to the Molech." King James version of the Bible. Going to the mainframe. Leviticus 18:21. Look at this. God said, "Don't give your children over to Molech." Oh, really? Molech? Who the fuck is Molech? Molestation, my nigga. What are you talking about? Molech. Put that in there, man. God said, "Don't give your children over to Molech." That was the deadliest wraith ever. That was the deadliest wraith ever. What are you talking about? That's real, man. Y'all don't know, man. This is real deep. Y'all say, how did we give our children over to Molech? We were all given over to Molech. It wasn't just we gave our children over to Molech. We were all given over to Molech. Unfortunately, whether y'all know it or not, we were all given up to Molech. It was a different type of fire that Molech took us through, though. You know what I'm saying? Molech touched all of us as a child. Really? Molech, how many of y'all saw pornography as a child? You was a kid, you seen pornography. You was exposed to pornography. Molech. It's fucking Molech. How many of y'all as a kid you was exposed to shit that you wasn't supposed to see? That shit's Molech. What are you talking about? How many of y'all was a kid and y'all saw shit that y'all wasn't supposed to see? If you went here, put up a damn SH if you're a female. If you're a male, put up the coon sound. For real. That's all I gotta say. What else you want me to say? If you seen shit before your time as a child, that's fucking Molech. You got touched by Molech. They said, God said, don't give your children over to Molech for a fucking reason, man. God said, don't give your children over to Molech. That's Leviticus 18:21. That's the fire, man. That's like giving your children over to a fire, knowing they're gonna get burnt. Knowing they gonna get burnt, man. And knowing that's that fucking molestation, man. That's where the word molestation comes from the word Molech. If y'all don't know, from the Bible, it really truly comes from the Bible, man. Giving us some real basic instructions. Tell you, man, don't give your children over to Molech. We gave our children over to Molech with music. We gave our children over to Molech with the TV. We gave our children over to Molech with just raising them in a certain sort of way, man. We wasn't raising them, man. So Molech was there to pick their pieces of like, ooh, your mom and dad left you. I got you. I'm the candy man. That's what Molech said in a certain sort of way. I'm the candy man. I got something sweet for you. That's why I told you Molech is the wraith. He was the king of the wraith. It doesn't matter what you talking about. Nobody's topping Molech. Nobody's topping Molech. Molech's not all that bad, but that nigga, he's the king of the wraith. He's the king of the wraith. He got a job to do. He got a super job to do. And this was this reflected because you got to think about it. Watch how I break this down. Just watch how I break this down. Yo. Molech is really Moloch or Molech or molestation, but Malachi, that was Malachi, the Malachi or Malachi. That's what it was. Molech was the same word, all right, but it was the shell of Malachi. It wasn't actually Malachi. This is what I want to let you know for people thinking it was the Malachi means the angel of righteousness, but Molech was basically the angel of rottenness. All right. It wasn't an angel of righteousness. It was the opposite. That's why I told you I gave you the bill with the shell. How you coming out of the shell and you leave shit behind. You leave shit behind yourself, but that energy still exists in the universe. All right. So Molech, what happens is, let me give y'all something about Molech. Molech always exists, and Molech will exist. That nigga still exists on this planet right now. Now you want to say, how do I know Molech exists? Because Molech found the key to life. He found the key to life. That's for y'all to give him in your life. He's a wraith. He found out the key to life, to suck your life. For you to give him your children and shit. That's how he found out the key to life. That's why God said, don't give your children to Molech. Because every time you gave your children or gave yourself over to Molech, you gave energy to Molech for him to exist in his witchcraft. All right? Real talk. You gave him energy to exist. For instance, let me tell you what Molech used to do in Noah's time. And in Noah's time, and still in this day and time, Molech, the way I brought y'all to the fact that the big-headed scientist knows about the feminine side and the masculine side, right? Because it's the big-headed scientist, which is the Q, which is spelled queen or queen, two different ways. You can spell queen as a drag queen or a Quean or a Quen, two different words. All right. So now you got a queen, which is a feminine. So that's what Molech he approached the scientist, because he didn't stray to the male side or the female side. He strayed both sides. That's what Molech was. So in order for Molech to live, guess what Molech did? Molech started having sex with males and females alike, literally. He would have big ass orgies and suck all their damn juices up, if you want to call it, all their sexual secretion. What he would really do, what's so fucked up about what Molech would do even more in Noah's time, and Noah had to combat this type of force. This was the force that Noah had to combat. Molech would have a big ass orgy and take everybody's sexual secretion and boil that shit and then end up drinking it, and it'd be a way to superpower himself. All right. And when that shit wasn't good enough for him, you know what he did? You know what Molech did? He would actually take the tears of children as they being molested. He would take the tears of children and he would literally boil it and put it in a formula, and that would make him stronger or even more a killer, or much more of a killer. That's why I said, man, this goes real deep. I don't even know if y'all really want to know about the wraith like that. I really don't know if y'all really want to know about the wraith like that, how they get down. But that's a way they initiated. They initiated the children through molestation. Trust me on that. That's another reason why people like Michael Jackson wore the glove. Because let me explain this. The reason why Michael Jackson, people like him wore the glove, Michael Jackson, and y'all say, yeah, that's the black-handed MeWe, Lamel. Yeah, in a sense, it is the black-handed MeWe. But the reason why Michael Jackson wore the glove, because he knew about the Illuminati. See, in Illuminati, to be initiated, you got to get your booty taken, or you got to suck some ding-a-ling, or you got to get your booty taken in some sort of way, whether you're a female or a male, you got to get your booty taken. All right. So Michael Jackson, so the only way the Illuminati won't mess with you is if you have already been initiated. So if you already been initiated, you got to wear a sign like the glove. So the glove means that you've been initiated. You feel me? That's what it means. Real talk. I'm trying to bust this shit down to y'all. If for the people that don't know, you haven't been in a high art society in California to know this shit. All right. Your boy Lamel was an aspiring star before. All right. Your boy Lamel was an aspiring star before, and I got a contract. I had somebody come at me with a contract before. All right. But I'm gonna tell you what this is all about. The glove means that you already been touched before. That literally means you already been touched. So the Illuminati ain't going to touch you again. They say, well, fuck, you've been already initiated. We don't got to take your booty, or you don't got to give nobody no heed. All right. So if you already been touched as a child, or you ever experienced something as a child, you was already given over to the order of Molech, then you didn't have to be touched in the Illuminati. You didn't have to be touched. And one of the ways that you wore that you show that you already been touched is that you wore the glove, which Michael Jackson, he was already touched. He let everybody know he already been touched before. All right? That's facts. He let everybody know he already been touched by Molech. He was already touched by Molech as a child. That's why I bust this down. Yo, R. Kelly wear the glove too. He been touched. That's why he touching children. He been touched. You feel me? Real talk. But this is real. That's all. Only thing I can tell you is real. What's real? So Molech has something to do with the wraith because Molech is the king of the wraith. Molech is the king of the wraith. The king of the wraith. All right? And the shell of himself comes out so many ways. Molech is the greatest shapeshifter that you can ever imagine. That you can ever imagine. You can ever imagine, man. If you really want me to tell you about this race situation. That's why the people in the number 18, they around death a lot. Or they can deal with death the way people can't deal with death. Yo, I got a person that I'm affiliated with that's a female. Her, I ain't even gonna say nothing, but her mom and her sister died. I mean, that's hard to deal with. She's an 18. Everybody I know that's an 18, they deal with death, man. They deal with death in a certain sort of way because it's the root or the wraith. They deal with close death encounters. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. They deal with close death encounters, y'all. So I need y'all to know that a lot of y'all 18s are the ones that can handle the burden of that. It's not the fact that God wants to place a burden on you that you can't handle. God has programmed certain things for people, man. Trust me. God has placed certain jobs for all of us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the wraith. You gotta know when they actually changed the music, this is the way for Molech to come in. They called Molech. This is what I want to let y'all know. For them to manifest Molech, they see people get real spooky with it, but it's just an energy. The only way I can explain it is call it Molech because I'm doing it like the ancients. I'm doing it like how the ancients did it, man. We tell y'all stories to connect with the energy. That's the only way we can really explain this shit. So we always, as we came through the past, present, and future, we always told you stories so you can be able to simulate the data in some sort of way. And if you couldn't assimilate it, you didn't really get the tricknology of it. You really didn't get the tricknology. That's what it's all about. But yeah, Molech was very prominent. They brought Molech out with the Gemini Project. The Gemini Project in 1946 that happened with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, August 6th and August 9th, with the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that was the Gemini Project to bring out Molech. Revelations chapter 20. But this is also connected with Revelations chapter 9, 11 also. All right? With how they brought Molech out, the one that he had the key. See, Molech was the key maker too, man. The fucked up part about it is, what I want to let y'all know is Molech is the key maker. Yeah, the wraith. He's the key maker. Everybody has to go through Molech. We all been touched. We all been touched. It's a damn shame that God said, don't give your children over to Molech. It's too late. We all been touched by Molech. Molech has literally poisoned the world. So now what you do? That's the question. That's the question. What do you do now? All right? What do you do now? What do you do now with life? Hey, what's going on? I'm live right now. What do you do with that force? What do you actually really do? And how do you upgrade your technology through all the poison? Because he literally poisoned the world for what it's worth. It's time to upgrade the technology. That's all I can say. If you ain't doing it, see, you got to utilize the Terminator against the Terminator in some sort of way. That's what it's all about. Because the world has literally been poisoned. The world has been poisoned. All right? Everybody been touched by Molech, whether you like it or not. That's why I said all the kings of the earth was basically drunk with the wine and the wrath of her fornication, which was pornography. Because porneia means for pornography in some sort of way. All right. So yeah, we were always all exposed in some sort of way to Molech. But this what happened in 1946 when they brought out Molech. They also did it with music. Because when Molech came out, he came with a band. He came with a band, literally a band, a marching band behind them that was playing music. So they can see, because music is the way to change the vibration of the earth. That's the only way they brought in beings of a higher dimensional reality, because of the music. Also, that's why technology sped up. That's why all these things happen. Look, the wraith possessed the technology, man. That's the fucked up part about it. If you want me to let y'all know about the future and all about any type of war that's going to happen, the wraith they own the technology because they stole the technology. The wraith was able to steal the technology in some sort of way. Yeah. You know why? Because they were literally your smarty pants. Remember I told you it was two people that was too smart for their own good? You know how when they offer you a drug and you tried it and you said, man, I just want to try it because I'm just smart. I'm just a smart person. You feel me? Yo, them drugs and shit like that, when they was offering that to you, that was the way, that was the gateway. That was the gateway. You say, really? That was a gateway to a higher dimension, or really a different dimension. Some dimensions you're not supposed to tap into. Trust me on that. God puts doors over these dimensions. Why you think they got gateway drugs? God put doors over these locks over these damn dimensions. Told your ass, don't go down there. Please don't go down there, son. Please don't go down there. But your ass wanted to be a smarty pants. You wanted to be so smart. I told you the arrogance of the student. You wanted to be so smart, and you went down that path, and you tried that damn gateway drug, and guess what? You had a monkey on your back for the rest of your life. And God said, man, I told you, man, don't fuck with that shit. Now, it's nothing I can do for you. You're never going to be the same. You're never going to be the same, man. That's what God said, man. You're never going to be the same. So now God didn't forget about you, though. That's the problem. People get all goody two shoe, like, oh man, I never tried the drug before. I never did this before. Well, guess what? You thought God fell out of love with you because whatever. God still love you. God made you make a comeback, but you became the smartest person that God had. You became the most brilliantest person God had because of the gateway that you went down. Trust me. Trust me, man. That's what it was all about. But that formed the wraith. That formed the root or the wraith. There was classes. There's classes of these people, man. All right. But those drugs is one of the ways that really changed everything. That was the way. Trust me, man. I'll explain this with Shaka Zulu, man. With Shaka Zulu, I explained this like a year or two ago with Shaka Zulu, how when Shaka Zulu basically he wanted power. Shaka Zulu wanted power, right? And he wanted his troops to basically be powerful. Now, Shaka Zulu couldn't really defeat the forces to be at that point in time, so he had to get some magic from a sorcerer. People don't know the real story of Shaka Zulu. He had to go get magic from a sorcerer in order to basically empower his troops, brother Shaka Zulu. Listen, so when he went to the witch doctor, y'all didn't know what he got from the witch doctor. It'll fuck your head up. Shaka Zulu went and got cracked for that ass. Yo, he went and got cracked. His warrior was open. They up all night long. His warriors up all night long. They ready to kill everything moving so they can get that crack. You feel me? His warriors open. They up all night long. They marching barefoot. Look, Shaka Zulu warriors march. What do you want, son? No, hell no. And you see I'm live. I don't like when you bother me when I'm live. Please, go ahead. You ask me a question, you know I'm going to say no to. He can't stay tonight. I love you, son. See you. I'm on live. Bye. For real. Love you long time. Look, Shaka Zulu, that's what he did. How you think he had people running barefooted out of nowhere, just ready to kill up everything? He had them niggas on drugs. He had them niggas on drugs, and he was the connect. He was the plug. People ain't get that part. Yeah. Shaka Zulu was the plug. He went to the witch doctor and got a formula for that ass and said, yo, we getting it in. And he formed some warriors. He said, man, try this. They said, whoa, oh man, where can I get some more of this? He said, I got you. We just have to kill up this village. And he started getting more warriors. He said, yo, look, I got you here. And he formed a whole wraith class. Niggas that just kill everything moving. Just kill everything moving. You feel me? Barefooted. You know what I'm saying? Barefooted. Who went to get the magician back for the people? I don't know. I'm trying to tell you. This what Shaka Zulu did. This is how he gained warriors, man. Niggas that stay up all night, crack babies. They was the wraith. But look, you know what happened? I'm just so deep about it. Because what happened with Shaka Zulu, when Shaka Zulu died, a lot of his secrets went with him. So he was the plug. So a lot of those people went up from South Africa, went into Egypt. They went into places like Memphis, Luxor, Thebes, and Egypt. They went in these places, right? And they were still looking for that crack. They were still looking for that work. For real. These were the wraiths. So they like, man, it's the same way how you see bums in pretty cities today. You be like, it'd be beautiful ass cities like LA and beautiful cities like New York and stuff like that. And you see your bums laying out on the street, and you ask yourself, well, why the fuck are all these bums laying out in the street? Why the fuck don't you just go get a job? Because they related to the wraith class. Look, basically this, like I said, they know they can get their work, their smack from around the corner. So that was the same thing for the Wraith. The Wraith came up from South Africa, the ones that was led by Shaka Zulu that knew about this stuff and went up to God's holy places like Egypt and was like, yo, knocking on the doors of the Pharaoh, talking about, yo, we need some crack. Oh, we need some crack. So guess what happened? They end up burying these holy places because they went out and said, man, look at all these people in God's holy place, man. These people just laying out in God's holy place, man. Look at all these crack addicts, man. Look at these crackheads, man, laying out in God's holy place. Man, they messing up God's holy place. So you know what they did? They buried all them cities underneath of sand because what happened, it was like self-destruction. They knew, all the wraith knew that they can get their crack from God's holy place. It's like, because God utilized these things for medicine. You know what I'm saying? You know how people use crack to smoke crack, but you can use cocaine in order as a numbing device in a certain type of way. All right? And meth and all this shit for a numbing device in a certain sort of way. So these niggas knew that God was in there healing people, performing surgery, and they knew God had that work, had that smack. So guess what the Wraith would do? Hang around all these holy places where people were getting healed at. So guess what us as the ancient ones, what we did? We buried these places, man. Yeah, we buried these places in underneath sand, man. We said, man, look at all these people in God's holy place, man. Look at all these crackheads, look at all these bums, man, out here in God's holy place, man. They don't even want to clean themselves up. They don't even want to clean themselves up. That's what's the wraith. Because after the scientist, the surgeon, the scientist was the wraith. And I told you, you came to the wraith. But it was a class of wraith that healed people too. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it was all about. That's what I want to tell you. As far as with Shaka Zulu and them. But Shaka Zulu is just a story of something. It's not really, it's a story of a man, but it's a real story of something else. It's really a greater story of the wraith. All right? It's a greater story of the wraith, how they went into God's holy place and how they was just lamping around wanting smack. They wanted smack. They wanted crack. They wanted dope. Real talk. Because that's what God healed them. God healed them with some sort of something, but it was always drugs in some sort of way. God utilized these things for medicine, for medicinal purposes, not for the people to get high off of. All right? So, yeah, it was real. It was real. It was so real. So, look, it goes so deep, it'll fuck your head up. This will fuck your head up so much. Let me tell you something. This will mess your head up so much. But walk with me on this, all right? It was a class of rape, right? It takes generations to get this shit out of you. It takes about 4 generations to get crack out of your ass, all right? It takes literally 4 generations to get crack out of your ass. Now, you got to realize what these people did in Africa. So they say, man, the Africans was selling us over to the white man. It was our own tribes. No, let me tell y'all something what happened. It was a class of rape. Basically, it was people that old people. Old people, they were crack addicts. These people, they were troublemakers in a certain sort of way. They were getting high, and there's no way that they can be healed. There's no way they can be healed. So they sent their asses off to the white man. If you want to be real, a lot of them, they sent their asses off to the white man. You say, really, Lamel? No. In some cases, yes. Not in all cases, as far as the transatlantic slave trade. In some cases, they sent the wraith to these people because it took 4 generations to get this damn crack out of them. It literally took 4 generations to get them out, to get it out of them. So you damn right, they sent them amongst the white men and sent them away from God's holy places. And they was like, man, these people were what you call criminals. They were criminals of Africa, man. You think about a criminal always switching the story up. And that's the thing about this transatlantic slave trade. It was a story that got switched up so much that people don't know some slaves were criminals of Africa. They were criminals of Africa, man. We had to get rid of those motherfuckers. We did. They were raped. They was in God's holy place. And we gave them to the white man and all that shit. Real talk. And that's not saying that that's right. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the ancients, they knew what was best at that point in time. You said, good night, my brother. All right, that's what's up, man. Thank you, man, for coming in. I came in early on this, and I just started going in. But yeah, this is all I got to tell you on that. That's the only thing I got to tell you with the wraith. So the wraith is still in us. The wraith is still in us, man. These wraiths are still in us. Whether we like it or we don't like it, they still in us. We still got the blood of these beings in us. You know? We haven't really been diluted in a certain sort of way. You know, that radiation hasn't literally been taken out of us. And like I said, I'm not going to attribute it to blackness, even though it has been explained as blackness. But it's just a light that you can't see. You know what I'm saying? It's just a light that you can't see, that's all. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Shout out to everybody, man. It explains a lot. I hope you get it, man. Because that's the only thing I can say to y'all, man. For what it's worth, yo, the masters have always given us the breadcrumbs. Today is 9/11/18. And it goes so deeper when you look at 9/11/18. It just goes deep, man. It goes so deep. That's a Abaddon and Apollyon. That's a Abaddon and Apollyon in reference to 9/11. Think about what today is in the Codex. Now, y'all been following the Codex. It ain't like I just set it up. I just came out with a phenomenal day and said, oh, today is September 11th, 2018. Or today's September 11th, 2000, or whatever, 18. I didn't do it like that. The Codex been unfolding like this. It's been unfolding for y'all to get revelations, man. That's the only thing I can tell you. It's been unfolding so you can get revelations or something. You feel me? This Codex been going actually for the last for 2 years. We in the second day, which you would call a year, of a 14-month cycle of 392 days of a Gregorian calendar. That's what we into. So you're gonna say, you know, it is what it is, man. But today it so happens to be 9/11/18. That's what today is actually. 9/11/18. And if you don't see it like that, then I don't know what to say. 9/11/18. 9/11/18. You know what I mean? If we all tuned in the Matrix, we'll know it. We'll truly know what's going on. You know? So yeah, I do want to go back live. I'm coming back live. All right. This is going to be an all-nighter. Today is going to be one of them all-nighters. Okay? Just to let y'all know, until we go to 9, 12, 19, until we break day with 9, 12, 19, it doesn't turn 9, 12, 19 until actually daybreak. All right? But I'm pulling a fucking all-nighter. That's all I gotta say to y'all right now. I'm literally pulling an all-nighter tonight. I'm pulling an all freaking nighter. Shout out to everybody that supports me too, man. Shout out to everybody that's donating too, man. That's helping upgrade the technology. To be honest, I appreciate everybody that donates, man. That really helps the technology also. It really helps the technology. So shout out to everybody that's a part of the movement also. You know, it ain't no good night. Don't say no goddamn good night. That's like y'all saying goodbye for the night. Ain't no goddamn good night. I'm coming back. You said me too, head shaved and ready for nature call. That's what's up, Miss Kinda Fear. You ready? I love what you doing, man. Hopefully y'all ready, man. Y'all ready for the real stuff. Y'all ready for the real deal. The real deal, Holyfield. Real talk. You said gotta go to sleep now. AM in the UK. Shout out to UK. Thank you. Thank you. We got the UK in the building. I know you in the UK, Miss Nika. Thank you for sticking around. I know how it is. But by the time you wake up in the morning, I'm still gonna be live. I'm going live on this Wraith situation. The Wraith, I didn't had to do 3 videos on it so far today. This is my second video. But I'm gonna do one more video on it. I'm gonna write the destiny out for the double R. So y'all all get the horoscope for the day also. I'm not gonna leave y'all without that. Without the horoscope, man. The horoscope in the horizon. I'm not gonna leave y'all without that. And I'm gonna do my best to give y'all that every day. So y'all know the Codex. All right. You going in today. That's cool. Yo, man, Fridays. I love going in. Fridays, Saturdays. That's my days. I go in. I know everybody sort of got a different life. I don't know if you're working, whatever, but Fridays and Saturdays, it's like this is what I do. So I'm definitely gonna have fun. I'm gonna have so much fun. Once I figure out this system too, I can broadcast better. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna snap. So shout out to the Purple Heart Soldiers. You already know, man. You already know what we're doing. I think y'all should just be in tune with the Codex. Everybody should know what this says. If you don't know what this says on my shirt, what is going on? For real, I'm not trying to put nobody on the spot or nothing, but listen, you should know what this say. This is a very simple word. It's protection. You should know this. Yo, you either writing the program or getting programmed, man. Hopefully you can assimilate the data, but they programming us. So if they program you with a damn spell, it's time for you to write spells to counteract their programs. All right. And I'm giving you something that's mathematically sound. Every day I give y'all something that's mathematically sound, that's connected with this. All right. So damn right. We need to be able to read and write in the Codex. Read and write in the Codex, man. So we can be able to simulate this reality for what it's worth. All right. We the real true guardians of the galaxy. The real true guardians of the galaxy. Okay. That's the only thing I can tell you. The only thing I can tell you, man. And then when you get that part, we all gonna win. When we all get that part, we all gonna win. Trust me. So yeah, I'm gonna come back. I don't know. I'm gonna come back 131 or 1031. I'm gonna try to do that. Try to come back, 131. So shout out to everybody that came in the building. I appreciate everybody, man. I definitely appreciate everybody for making this beautiful. It's making this truly beautiful. for the movement, what we doing. Study the lessons. It's going this going to be a time where those lessons are going to be the most goal you got going on. Trust me. It's going to be a time you're going to realize that all these lessons is just the goal. Is really the goal. Thank you. It's really truly the goal God has given us, man. And I'm glad that we all a vessel of it. 131. Yes, late night bill. 131. I am 131. I am AM. I am 131. All right. But I'm going in 1031. Yeah, I'm going in 1031. Probably 1131, 1113. I don't know. It's going to be somewhere around that time. If I don't hit on at 131, I'm going to hit on a 141. I know that anytime. Or the 1221 or some shit like that. I'm going to hit anything I'm going to hit. It's going to be on there 11, 12. It can be hit. It can hit in the square. So y'all know what's going on. We all connected with the frequency. So it don't matter if they separate us or whatever. We'll always know the frequencies. We'll always know the frequencies. How they try to eliminate us. I told you they're going to end your world with a white light. I said, man, that's the last way they're going to end the world, with a white light. So the white light makes you forget. So what makes you think you didn't when your world ended, you wasn't hit with the white light to make you forget? So when you in this world right now, you just remembering who you are, because all of us got hit with the white light. Bow, like, oh God, wait, chance. Coming into this world, you got hit that with that white light. Blinded the crap out of all of us. It's all good, man. We gonna win, man. I definitely love y'all. I'm gonna figure out how to set up this new computer too, man. You know, I'm gonna figure it out. Figure that one out. It's not a Chromebook, but it is what it is. I'm gonna figure this shit out. Once I figure it out, it'll work. It'll work to the best of what God has given us, man, or what the shell has given us. If you want me to use a better word than God, I'm gonna just start saying shell. All right. Hopefully y'all get that part if I say shell. Okay. So shout out to everybody that came in the building. You already know what it's hitting for, man. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Please, 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 please make sure y'all asses come back. Make sure y'all asses come back, because I definitely have to complete the build. You know, this is like a part 2, part 3 killing spree type of thing. That's like one of those type of things going on right now. So I would ask y'all, just please stick around, come back for it. Yes, it's definitely going to be an interesting night. It's going to be worth your time. All right, worth your time. So I love you, man. 1221. Shout out to my 141s, 361 degrees, 747, 24/7. Man, stay close to the movement. That's all I gotta say, man. We growing. Stay close. Shout out to all the Purple Heart soldiers. Shout out to the Suicide Squad. Thank you, man, for holding me down. The young ones, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We winning, all right.